All right, everyone, here we go with the Friday reading. One card for each sign. Although I'm not your astrologer, this ain't your fucking horoscope. We're asking, what are they thinking and feeling? We just split in the soulmate cycle up into 12 pieces. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate. There's text at the top of the description explains why there's no timestamps here. That is all I'm saying on that. We're getting straight into the reading here because I got a high priestess. I did a little pre-shuffle. And I got a high priestess here. This energy's been coming up a lot. It showed up in the Lionsgate reading twice in a key position as well. And the Wheel of Fortune underneath it, I did not know that was there. I would have been even more mind blown had I known that was there. Things are coming out. Somebody's thinking about, what are they thinking and feeling? You all have someone attached to you in some way. All right? It'll play out differently for all of you. Right? Play out differently in each of the angles. But you've got someone attached to you in some way that's thinking about revealing something to you. Okay? Now, keep in mind, that's different than exposing something. Okay, so if they show up in a robe, don't worry. All right, they're probably going to keep it closed. But you never know. Somebody's going to reveal. They're thinking heavily about it, I believe. All right? It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. If the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. All right, so reading is timeless. These are the energies that are swirling around right now, but you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, and I'm not a fucking Time Lord. All right. Again, about 9 out of the 12 should resonate. Let's go. Our story starts, whoa, something they've held back, the Four of Pentacles, they're about to reveal. How about that? They held back their ability to blow a smoke angel. They're going to show it to you. Wow. It just keeps coming up this way. These cards are most closely related to where our story starts. Okay? Aries energy, position 1, ends with Pisces energy, position 12. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate. The all signs position is Cancer, the position 4. Let's go. So, let's do it. We don't clarify this reading tomorrow. We ask what actions they're likely to take, and we clarify. Same reading, but we clarify. Let's go. I'm anxious to get to it. I don't even care. I don't understand the reading, Steve. Well, go ahead and read the text at the top of the description. Okay, so there. I'm eager to get the reading started. This is crazy. I got my King of Truth. Most closely related to everything we've been talking about is the King of Truth here. I've got somebody waiting to tell you, I'm contemplating telling them, Steve. What do you want to tell them? It's all kinds of things, Steve. Okay. It's different for all of you. But this, my King of Truth. Somebody's got a truth they want to lay on you. Okay. Taurus, position 2. The Star. They're kind of tied together in a way. It's just a hope energy. This person hopes you don't kick them in the nuts. I mean, this person hopes you don't dump something over their head, throw something at them, chase them with a frying pan. It's just hope. It's just this massive blast of hope coming at me. Hope you like what they have to say. I mean, we've had a lot of communication coming in the energy. There is. The separating the wheat from the chaff energy involves communication. Even if you initiate it, it involves it one way or another. I mean, it could just be, I'm going to ask you one more time, are you going to keep running? Because if you are, we're done. You know, or if you're going to keep running, let's talk about it at least, and then we can decide what to do. I don't know. This is just hope. Somebody hopes you'll listen. I'm just going to phrase it that way. It's what it seems like. Okay. Hopes you like what they have to say. Hopes you like a gift. Okay. Gemini, position 3. Tower. He feels like it's not really a generic read on the Tower. That's the problem. It's somebody thinks you're brand new. How do I phrase? I could phrase that better. Somebody thinks you're brand new. What are you, a VCR? Okay, well that would be really old, wouldn't it? Well, actually, it's a Freudian slip there a little bit. I kind of slipped a VCR. What, brand new VCR? What are you talking about? This is somebody attached to this person is trying to convince them that you're old hat, that you're old tech, that you're antiquated, that your ideas are out of tune. And I think this person might be listening a little bit, but not really. I still think this person sees you as something new. You know, a VCR is only old if you've used one before. If you've never used it, it can be fun to tinker with it. You know, you got all the kids today tinkering with turntables and vinyl records and things like that. When I was a kid, that's all we fucking had. You know, they just tell me I'm tinkering with. I love this old tech. Fuck off. You know, it's that kind of a thing. The old tech sounds better. All right, I'll tell you what. It's certainly a lot warmer. That being said, it's a bit of that. This person doesn't care. But somebody is convincing them, attached to them, to your old tech. You should get rid of Steve's viewer. They're a VCR in in an MP4 world. I mean, I don't know. Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle, position 4. This is going to be very interesting tomorrow and what actions they take. I believe there's action here. Position 4 is something here for everybody. It's the all signs position. It bookends the King of Swords and the Ace of Wands. And somebody. They're very intent. Somebody's very intent on reigniting something with you. Somebody right now, you're the geek of the week with this person. They're thinking about, you're all consuming to this person. I say right now, it's temporary. So if they don't do something in the immediate energy, there might be a low. For a lot of you, there might be. It's what happens. It's what happens in this soulmate cycle all the time. But right now, we're at a point where shit can happen, right? The match is lit, and it's not windy right now. It'll stay lit. All right? Get a minute. There's a chance. Tomorrow's action reading should be very interesting. Leo soap opera, position 5. What do we get? The Ace of Cups. Yep. Now, what are they thinking and feeling about you? They want to give you a tidbit. What do I mean by that? This is really small. They're going to dip a toe in the water. Okay? They're going to like a tweet. Yeah, it would be something like liking a tweet. Right? That's a toe in the water. Ooh. That kind of a thing. Or retweet you, maybe. Something along those lines. Or re-X you, whatever it's fucking called. Okay. Yeah, we've got a theme here. That doesn't surprise me. Virgo, position 6. Sometimes my wild card position. Sometimes you guys show up here. Right? You got to show up. My other one's position 11. Let's see where we go. Page of Wands. Again, I have promised a Leo soap opera in August, and I will do one. All right? Probably my guess right now, based on my time, either the 16th or the 18th, something around there, we're going to do a Leo soap opera. All right? So stay tuned. That's very interesting. They're willing to give. Yeah, they're ready. Virgo, is this you guys? Yeah, a little bit. This is you guys showing up here. There's a little bit of a free spirit energy kind of flowing into you. Be careful with that. Try to keep it in check, or you might embarrass yourself. Okay? I'm just saying, you're going to feel like it's separate from what somebody's thinking and feeling. You guys are just showing up here. This is your energy attached to this Page of Wands. It's just this energy. I don't want to call it childlike, but it is a little bit. It's a little bit, and it can get out of hand. All right? It's possible you may meet somebody very soon, and you get in my party girl mode, right? You're not even halfway through dinner on the first date. You're acting way out of character. You just bang them in the car, in the parking lot of the restaurant, that kind of a thing. I want you to try to control this energy as much as you can to mitigate the damage. However, I will say, having said that, the damage can be fun as long as it doesn't go too far. Okay? Damage isn't really damage as much as, oh my God, did I do that? The next day sort of a thing. It's good energy. You're about to be in some good energy, some fun energy. Don't be a prude and fuck it up. Okay? I think that's probably why I gave that little dissertation about calming down. Life's supposed to be fun on the damn soulmate journey reading. Because I got a few people that come here that are just so tightly wound. Their energy is unbelievably tightly wound. I mean, it's like, you need to chill. I mean, seriously, go bang somebody or do something. I mean, whatever. Honestly. You won't thrive in this energy if you're one of those people, is my point. You won't like it. All right. It's coming soon to a surrounding energy near you. Libra, position 7. Somebody wants to impress you. Somebody wants to impress you. You got somebody attached to you that wants to impress you. I'm sure we're going to have a shitload of communication in tomorrow's weekly rating of what actions they're likely to take. I mean, the Eight of Wands the communication was a very strong energy in the Lionsgate reading even. I mean, this is unreal. It's very nice. Somebody wants to impress you, let them. Okay? If you hurt this person's ego, if you like this person and you hurt their ego, they won't come back. All right, they won't come back. All right, let's go. My hot Scorpio, position 8. Well, it's a little bit of what I said here on the backside. Somebody thinks you speak your mind too much. You're a little lippy. You overstepped a bound. You overstepped a mark. I don't know. Maybe you gave some. I mean, it could play out 1,000 different ways. Maybe you gave somebody advice and you went a little too far. Sometimes to make something stick, you have to hammer it in. I mean, being light and kind to people doesn't always work. You know, in fact, it's easier to dismiss it. It's sort of like in the reverse principle, people take advice more seriously if they pay for it. It's a psychological thing. It's a psychology thing, right? If they pay for it, they take it more seriously than if they just get it for free from their friend Janelle or something like that. So it is that kind of a thing. You delivered it like they paid for it, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit of that. It doesn't have to be advice. Somebody thinks you overstepped the bounds. You went too far, hot Scorpio. Okay, that's it. You don't have to be a Scorpio. It's just position 8. It's Scorpio energy, so you're probably very emotional if you identify with that. You could have a lot of Scorpio in your chart, but you're probably just you get passionate, you get emotional. Okay, and sometimes shit comes out. I'm moving for the 11th dimension here. Here we go. Sagittarius, position 9. Oh, he's something. Sometimes part of the cycle, sometimes not. I don't fucking know. King of Cups. You're going to have to... you have somebody attached to you. It comes across a lot sometimes for you. It does, every once in a while. But I'm going to read it differently this time. This particular energy is evolving. You have someone around you that's holding back a lot when they're with you. They're holding back. I believe they're about to blow. Okay, I believe, because it's tied to the fucking Tower and the Ace of Wands. Those are where my eyes are drawn. I mean, and then there's kind of an explosion here. It's just, I don't know. They're just holding back. I think you can sense this. At the point where it reaches the King of Cups, you can usually pick up on it if you're paying attention. Okay? I don't know who it is. I don't know. I mean, I get the impression from the energies I get from the Sagittarius angle that a lot of people who identify with this angle, whether you're a Sagittarius or not, makes no difference. Like I said, I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your horoscope. But if you identify with position 9, you're probably popular or hot, or both. Okay? And if you're hot, you're popular. Okay? It's just a fact of society. I'm sorry, but it is. Good-looking people get shit. Good-looking. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be famous. You just need high cheekbones and a symmetrical face and good structure. You need to be handsome or pretty. And if you do that, you get shit. I get that a lot of people who identify with this fit that category. Hot or, popular. Or both. I wish I could clarify that. It's for a lot of you watching. It is. I know. I attract a hot crowd. I do. All right. Capricorn, position 10. Let's see where we go. The 4 of Cups. You have someone around you who's convincing themselves of something about you. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they don't care or they're happy with what it reads, if life experiences teaches me here, the feeling I'm getting off of this card reads like somebody's with somebody else and they're trying to convince themselves that they don't like you better. Okay? That's probably what it is. It could be. Again, it might tie to this as well. Position 11. Sometimes my wild card spot. Sometimes you guys show up here. You already showed up here, so yeah, the Lovers. It is you guys showing up here. It does tie to this a little bit. Don't go too far. It's not about that. It's more about a soul's true purpose. It's more about a passion. So some sort of passion gets reignited. You got a reignition coming of something you haven't done in a long time. I don't know what it is. It could be clog dancing. I mean, I have no idea. Whatever it is, you get very passionate about it. But the problem is it blends with this energy like I talked about over here. So you might get carried away. Sometimes kids, for example, get wild ideas about stuff they're going to do and crazy this and that. If it's a business you're doing, you'll forget all about copyrights and trademarks and you'll get screwed. So be careful. All right? You're going to have to try to find your inner grown-up. Where is it? It's not here. It's not, so you're going to have to try and dig for it a little bit. But that's nice energy. I like it. It just comes with a caution. That's all. Pisces position 12. Always read with 1 and 5. Not sure why 5s yet. Don't care. And probably no way for me to figure it out because it's a variable, because 5 sometimes blends with 3. And, it's just what it is. 6 of Swords. Somebody's going to tell you this big secret, this big truth, they're thinking about telling you something. I think what they don't know is how, either, I can read this 2 ways, take it how it resonates. Either how easy you are to talk to, I think they're underestimating that. That's way 1. Or you already know it. So it's going to be easy for them. They're all worried about it. It's something you already know, right? Oh, I already knew that. You should just say that. It'll put them at ease. But make sure you say it in a funny way. I mean, you don't want to be a dick about, oh, I already knew that, dumbass. You don't want to say that. You want to be more like, oh, I already knew that. That's fine. It's no big deal. It's cool. I don't know. Just a suggestion. Let's add it all up. But yeah, everybody talking about, I mean, it's right there. Something that's been held back is coming out. I suspect this person comes out too. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. 3 cards in the bottom card. Add it up. What are they thinking and feeling? Interesting energy here on the 7th of August. All right, let's see where we go. Bottom of the deck, Emperor. Wow. Taking control. 5 of Swords. Not. 3 of Wands. And a Page of Pentacles. What's under the Emperor just for fun? It's the Lionsgate read. I mean, it ties in. Somebody's putting themselves on your level. Right? Look at that. Look at, there's even the 8 of Wands. And there's the King of Wands, the Burger King. They're going to puff themselves up. Everybody's thinking about ways to puff themselves up. What did I say in the Lionsgate rating? Prove to you that they're a great horned owl too. Right? I mean, it is what it is. We got communication coming. That's the Empress ship out there. The Empress is already there. They're thinking about jumping in. But they're going to stab themselves in the foot because they're going to talk above their level. This person's trying a little too hard. Everybody's person's overthinking these things a little too much. I think that king's been sitting a little too long. It is what it is. Take it for what it's worth to you. But that's what they're thinking and feeling. I think we're going to have a shitload, a shitload of forward movement and action in tomorrow's weekly reading. We do the same reading, but we clarify. All right? Except what actions they're going to take is our question. We'll see. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.